Hello and happy new year. Can't believe it's 2025. Today is the first day back at work, at least for me. It's the 6th of January. And to be honest, this year I feel like the calendar really fell in our favour. I know everyone's job's different, but the last Friday before Christmas was the 20th and the first Monday after is the 6th, which is like a massive break. It was lovely. But of course, all good things must come to an end, so we're back in the flat, at my desk, working away, freezing cold. I have to say it was very nice going home to my parents and it being warm. I have chilblains in my hand usually and completely disappeared. So I think it's going to come back very soon because it is very snowy outside, as you would have seen. I think it's actually hopefully it's melting. It's kind of like raining, snowing. It's going to be black ice on the ground, I think. Anyway, it's a cold day basically. But I'm here because guess what? I'm going to do my makeup, as I feel like I've done in every single video, but it's a natural break from work and an easy way to kill two birds with one stone. I'm just really coming on to say hello. So as it is a new year, I'm somebody who loves a new year. I'm very much a New Year's resolution person. I like to spend the crimbo limbo, you know, that period between Christmas and New Year where no one knows what's going on or what day it is. I like to spend that time doing like reflections of the year just gone and making notes of like what I want to change and what I want to bring into 2025 as well. That's like one of my favourite things to do during that period. So I thought I would mention a few things I want to try and bring in to 2025. I did a few resolutions, which is like what I usually do, but I've actually lent in more to the idea of a bucket list for the year instead, because I feel like it's a bit less pressure, it's a bit more fun and very satisfying to be able to like cross them off. So I actually went to like one of my best friend's house on Saturday and we drew up our bucket lists of things we want to do this year, which was really fun. So I feel like last year was it felt like a non-year, to be honest, which I shouldn't say because loads of really good stuff happens. When I was doing the reflection part of like the whole New Year's resolution thing, there was loads of good parts, but I just think my overarching feeling was just like dissatisfaction. So I can change that this year. Obviously you don't need a new year to do that, but it's a good opportunity, isn't it? Oh, the sky's gone very dark and now it is snowing. Anyway, so I decided to do a bucket list of things that are gonna make this year a good one. Some of them are more consistent, like monthly things, some of them are just one-offs. So some of the things I've got on there, the one-offs, ski trip is the first one, which I really want to do. Me and my boyfriend we were trying to arrange one with a few people, because I think from past experiences, ski trips are more fun with a group of people. However, a group of people is hard to organise and people have varying levels of ski ability, different budgets and things like that, so I think we've not been able to solidify anyone, so we're just going to go the two of us. Which will be fine, and I would rather go just the two of us than not go at all. And it would be nice to go awake. So we were planning that last night. Ski trips take so much effort to plan that I didn't really realise because I've never been the one to plan them. I've just been the one going along with someone else's plan. So yeah, you have to like find a resort that's high enough so that there's guaranteed snow. Then there's like ski hire, ski pass, transfers, accommodation. Do you want half board, full board, self-catered? Do you want to ski from your door? Do you want to get a bus? There's like just a million different logistics that I kind of didn't really think about. So it's a process, but that will be really fun. And then other things I've got, I want to go away for a month again like I did in 2023. Currently on my list is Croatia I'm looking at, but I'm not going to book that until we've sorted skiing. I also want to do dry January, which is currently happening. And then I have more ongoing things that I guess are kind of hard to tick off till the end of the year, but I want to book monthly pole dancing classes so that I actually stay on top of that hobby, because I kind of fell off a little bit last year and I think I'm not going to get better if I keep dropping off and coming back on again. Like it is an expensive hobby to have, so I think I'm going to do one every 2 weeks rather than once a week. I would like to consistently do that because I think I'll really enjoy that. And I think one of the things last year was I was in the house quite a lot and that like gets me out meeting new people and doing something I enjoy. So win-win-win all round. So I've booked my first block of classes already, which is great. Another one I want to do, join a triathlon group. I've not done that yet, but I would really like to. When over Christmas I went swimming 3 times to the pool, and do you know what? I don't actually know how many lengths I swam because I've discovered that I swim a lot further when I don't count. I'm in the pool for longer, so I know I'm swimming further because I'm in the pool for longer. So I can't tell you how far I swam, but I really love it, but I do prefer training rather than just going to the pool and like going up and down, because that does get a bit boring. Seeing as my running is not 100%, getting those other two in there, and then maybe I could enter a triathlon near the end of the year. That's my initial thoughts, but I don't want to go head first into that because, again, don't want to keep injuring myself. Anyway, speaking of bucket lists, I have also created one with my boyfriend because living together, very easy to get complacent and just chill in the house all the time. Especially because before we moved in, we were long distance for most of our relationship, so it was like 4 years. So every time we saw each other, it was kind of like a holiday. Like he came to visit me wherever I was in Europe, and it was a holiday basically. So obviously different vibes moving in. So it's always nice to, you know, create new memories, have new experiences with each other. And so we created a bucket list for things we want to do together, which was actually so fun to even make and so interesting to see like what he wants to do compared to what I want to do, because our interests do align for quite a few things but not so much on other things. But you know, we are willing to compromise, but also if we really don't want to do the other things, then we can just do them with our friends, you know. A lot of them are food and drinks related. So we've been here actually a year yesterday. We've been living in this flat, and there's like quite a few good coffee shops near us that we always go to, but there's also a lot that we never go to. So every time I've gone past one, I've made a list on my phone anyway of ones I've not tried that I would like to. So I've now moved that list onto our joint bucket list so we can try a new cafe every time we go out for coffee together, which is just like such a small, easy way to jazz up a weekend when you're like, what shall we do? Shall we just go for coffee? Instead of going to where and doing everything you usually do. Going to somewhere new makes it more of an event. You're seeing the city through new eyes again. So I just thought that was a good idea. And then there's a few restaurant places. We also, one of the things we want to do is watch the sunrise, because we live relatively near the sea. So at the moment the sunrise is at like 9:15, which is quite late. But maybe in March or something, when the sunrise is, when it's a bit warmer and not snowing outside, we want to go and watch the sunrise together because that would be fun. Don't want to do it in the height of summer because it's like 5:30 in the morning and nobody wants to do that on a weekend. So yeah, that was one of the more fun things. I'm trying to think if there's any more. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but I'm doing a little TikTok series on it, so that'll be quite fun. So yeah, I'm doing bucket lists over resolutions this year, which I think will just be a more fun way to see the year. I haven't finished my vision board of the year. I've got my one up there from 2024 still, and I had a wee look at it, and you know what? I've done all of them. I love that. I think, for me at least, a vision board really works. Putting ideas into action, because you're always reminded of it. Especially, it's like literally right above my monitor, so I always see that. The reason I've just done my makeup is because I'm going to the cinema tonight with one of my friends. I've probably mentioned this before, but we are each other's cinema dates. We have been for the last couple years, to be honest. So we're going to watch No Time to Live. Is that what it's called? Time to Live? Oh my gosh. The new one with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield. We're going to go see that this evening and get a Wagamama's, so that'll be lovely. And then next month it's Bridget Jones, so we're going to go see that. So that's January and February already done and dusted. So yeah, I guess that's another little joint bucket list with each other. Anytime a film comes out, it's such a good excuse to go out, see each other, get dinner, watch a film. Lovely little weekday activity as well. So yeah, welcome to the first video of 2025, and I wish you all the best for this year. Treacherous today, and I am trying to cycle to the gym. I've had to double glove because it's so cold and walk to the main road, so it's going well. I am just going to speed class, first class of the year, which I'm actually very excited about because I want to start joining triathlon this year, so we're back on the gym. So busy, obviously, because it's January, so everyone is doing the new year, new me. But honestly, cycling there was a bit sketchy. But we did it, we nailed it, didn't slip, didn't get hit by a car. Now I am gonna try and go into town and pick up. There's a few things I need to pick up, and I just want to and I want to get outside while it's still light, because it's a beautiful blue sky day today. And this was my plan originally until this meeting arrived. So I'm gonna see if I can squeeze it in, because the meeting has just been pushed back for half an hour, and I did that thing where I spent ages umming and ahhing about, do I go in, do I not? So now I've given myself a lot less time than I could have had if I just went. But anyway, putting on the giant Michelin coat. My hair is not fully dry, but what can you do? Wear a hat, that's what I can do. First stop is Oliver Bonus to see if I can pick up any gifts in the Christmas sales, because quite a few of my friends and family have birthdays coming up. It's a good time to make use of those deals. Right then, let's go. That was semi-successful, but I have to run back from my meeting now. It starts in literally 5 minutes, so... But it is so nice to get outside when it's actually daylight. Good afternoon, it is the next day, and I am just about to go to the gym. It's very cold standing like this. I have just paid for like a monthly membership with Shreddy, which I've done. I think I've done last year and the year before, just for like a few months when I'm just feeling very uninspired with the gym, which is kind of how I feel now. And also it's just a nice like kickstart back, I suppose. So I'm quite excited to start that. So I've chosen to do 3 workouts a week, just like upper body, lower body, and then Metcan, I think it said. I actually have no idea what that means, but I guess I will find out. Sorry, the lighting is just so terrible there, even though it is the perfect height. So yeah, I'm hoping this will give me a bit of a new lease of life at the gym. It is like 2 PM now, and I usually go at this time because it's usually quiet. However, it is January, so I'm not sure how quiet that's actually going to be at the moment. And also it snowed again last night, so we're still battling with the ice on the bike. Don't worry, I am using the main roads, it's just getting to the main roads to begin with. And also the main roads then mean I have to go around roundabouts, which I hate doing on the bike, and I will only, if I've got to do a right turn on a roundabout, I am getting off. Callum actually fell off his bike on a roundabout once, which stressed me out. Didn't stress him out too much, to be honest, but that was on ice. So yeah, I'm trying to be overly cautious with the ice. But yeah, I have to say, like, coming back in January, having had like a break from exercise over Christmas, the ice and snow is really putting me off going, but trying to overcome that because I need to leave the house and I need to stay strong if I want to come back with my running again. So I'm wrapping up so warm. I've got a mid layer on, another mid layer on. I haven't worn this in a while. How long before you can stop wearing your university sports kits? I don't know, but it's thick. I'm actually going to put my waterproof jacket on because the spray from the road on the slush is pretty bad. Actually, I'm going to put shorts on as well. And when I say shorts, I mean I'm putting shorts on top of my leggings because, well, you can see these are grey to begin with. When they get wet, they go dark, so shorts on top of my leggings. Looks ridiculous, but I'll look less ridiculous than I would if I had skin marks on my back. Let's see what we have today. So on this plan today is lower body strength. So we have a wee warm up, superset, what does WOD mean? Middle set, and then a finisher, top ups, and a cool down. So, sounds pretty good. There are ones in here that I am gonna swap out, and also I can't find my bands. I haven't used them in a while and I can't find them anywhere, which is kind of annoying, so I'll just have to do those without it. And a barbell squat, I haven't done that in a while either. And to be honest, the squat racks in this gym are quite scary. I've used it before in other gyms, but this gym just, I don't know, I do not feel confident going down that side. Anyway, enough of that. Let's put the rest of my layers on. I have a buff on under my head. I'm also wearing 2 pairs of gloves. These I left on the radiator, so they are warm, which is fantastic. But it makes such a difference. Right, I will see you after the treacherous journey. Still this dark. That Shreddy session was actually no joke. I did legs and I didn't film too much because predictably the gym was a lot busier in January. That was very much a leg workout, and I went to spin yesterday, so my legs are feeling it. I can already feel my hamstrings, and it's the day of, which means tomorrow will be painful and the next day will be even worse. So love that for me. But I did really enjoy it, and it meant I was at the gym for longer as well. But I don't know if I mentioned this, but one of my New Year's resolutions was to do more pole dancing. So I've got my first one on Friday, which is tomorrow. It's my first one back for months, and I feel like doing legs at the gym and then going back into that is going to be a tough one. Actually, pull I feel like is more your arms than your legs. Anyway, it's not going to be fun, is it? I have put my hat on because one, it's cold in here. Here's my hot water bottle I've been sitting on while I finished work. But I am now about to go to the hospital actually. Woo! I basically have too much iron in my blood and they need to bleed me every so often, so I'm going to get bled. I've actually never met anyone else who also has too much iron in their blood. The plan for this evening is to actually book ski hire because Callum and I finally booked a ski holiday. Oh my goodness, did that take so much research and comparing everything, and finally found one that works for us, which is great. So we're going to Italy. We've booked the accommodation and flights, but we need to do all the rest of the stuff that you have to buy. So we're going to do that tonight, and then I'm going to watch Bridget Jones because those apparently are coming off Netflix like next week or something, and I want to get them in before I go and see the new one in February, which I'm very excited for. Speaking of, sorry, I'm really on a roll. Remember when I went to see that film on Monday? It was called We Live in Time. I kept calling it the wrong thing, but so good. Actually, I think my new favourite film. Really loved it. Really loved the cinematography. It was like more of a scene by scene telling of a story, like that kind of dotted about between different times in the couple's lives. So rather than following someone's day as they go from A to B or whatever, it's just like one scene doing all of the stuff in that scene or that situation, and then moving on to like 2 years ago or 2 years in the future. So yeah, I really loved it, and the acting was so good. So yeah, that was a wonderful start to the week, and this is a bit of a weird end to the week, so yeah, I'm gonna go and get bled and come back and watch Bridget Jones. Happy Thursday.
They literally don't even try and grit this.
Oh gosh.